Hey, this is Marco. How are you? I wanted to make a video talking about pepper spray, and this is the one that I use that I have on me. I use Fox Labs law enforcement formula. This is called 5.3. I've been buying these for years. I just get them right on Amazon. I'll put the link below if you want to get it. I carry these for many reasons for self-defense. Um, there are lots of things you can use for self-defense. You could use a knife. I don't have a knife. I just use a steak knife I have in the house, but you could use a knife. You could use a taser. Again, this isn't a real taser. This is a battery charger, but it's the same shape as a taser. And so when I use an example later, I'll have it. Or I like pepper spray. The reason I like pepper spray is a couple reasons. The reason I carry it is because I like to have something on me in case I'm out late at night. So I work late at night in downtown, and the bus stop I go to, I hate it. There's a lot of characters there, and I got my bag, I got my computer bag on me. Sometimes my computer's in there, sometimes it isn't, and you know, I don't like the kind of characters that go out there. People get into fights and starting fights and arguments and all that, and it happens a lot, and I don't like it. So I like having something on me in case some crazy person started to start something with me. I have something to use. So this is what I use. The nice thing about pepper spray is that you use it from far away. You know, you don't have to make contact with someone. You don't have to be close to someone. You can use it from about, I'm guessing, about 7 to 10 feet away. And I really like that. If someone were going to come at you and you had a knife, you know, I'm not an expert. I never, I'm not a fighter. So, you know, I'm going to make kind of erratic moves or whatever. And you have to get close to them in order to use this. So if someone's close enough to me, they're a lot more experienced than me because they're a professional asshole, and they can get past me pretty easily, I bet, and grab my arm and either use the knife against me or get me to drop it. And then their adrenaline's going to be going, my adrenaline's going to be going. It's not going to be good because they're going to have a weapon on me, and I just pull the knife and it's going to go bad. And the same thing with a taser is you need to make contact with them in order to use it, I guess. I don't know. I saw a movie once where she shot and the thing shot out and it electrocuted them or something or whatever. But anyway, I don't really care for a taser. What I like is pepper spray. Also, cops use it too. This is what cops have on them. I don't think cops have a knife, carry around knives on them, but they have pepper spray on them. And this is also what letter carriers use when, for dogs. When dogs attack, they can just spray them and get them out. So I was told by a self-defense expert, by a security guard who knows a lot about it. He said, if you spray this in a T in someone's face. So spray this in a T so you catch, the forehead down to the chin and then across the eye. So spray it in a T if someone comes at you. But I like the fact that if someone were to get close to me like, hey, 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 you can, hold this up, and they know this is like a skunk. No one wants to get sprayed by a skunk. So if they get close to you, you can spray it. And even if you don't hit them, they'll get a wave of a bad smell, like a skunk. And it'll warn them. There'll be their own natural instinct will tell them don't get close because you don't want to get sprayed by the skunk. So, and then even if they do continue coming for you, then you can really aim for them and really get in there and do your little T's and your I's and your M's all over their face. And they're down. It doesn't matter how big they are. You can watch YouTube and you'll see 300-pound bodyguards and everything, and they are down. You spray them and they're down for 20 minutes, 25 minutes. They've got a hose in their eye begging for, oh, I need water, water, water. I'm burning. And they're down on the ground for a good 20 minutes. That's plenty of time for you to get the fuck out of there, get in a car, be on the other side of town. Non-lethal. It's not like you cut someone. If you cut someone, they're not down for the count. Even if first of all, the thought of stabbing someone is so repulsive to me, but if you stab someone, someone was coming at you and you're defending yourself with a knife, not only do you have to get close, but if you cut them, they're still on their feet. Now they've got a cut. Now they're really pissed. You know, I don't know anything about tasers, so I can't say anything about taser. I guess if you taser someone, that they're really down like pepper spray, and that's good. But you still have to get close. And if you have to get close and you don't know what you're doing, and they do know what they're doing, they can grab you by your wrist and use your own taser against you, or get you to drop it or whatever. With this, you can spray this from a distance away. You can hold this up as a warning, and if you had to spray it, they'll get a whiff of something, and they'll know to back off. But if they were dumb enough to keep getting closer to you, you can really get in there, spray their face, and get out of there. So I like having this on me. I think it's a good thing. And people can say, oh, you're too worried, you're too careful. Well, the truth is, in every neighborhood I've lived in, there's been muggings. I lived in Fort Lauderdale, and there was one right around the corner from where I lived. And I was walking through a parking lot one night. There was Kmart, and I walked through the parking lot at night, and someone came up close to me. He's like, hey, yo, I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you a question. And I was like, nah, I'm okay, thanks. But he still kept walking towards me. And I'm like, what does this guy want? So I had this in my pocket, and I felt good that I went in my pocket, put my hand in my pocket, had this in my hand, had my finger on the thing in my pocket, holding it like this, ready to go. So if someone were to get close to me, I can just grab this out at a moment's notice and be like, hey, leave me alone, or whatever. You know what I mean? You have something on you to protect yourself if something happens. And I like that. And even here where I live now, there was a series of muggings by the river where people go jogging and bike riding and families, and there was a ton of muggings. And there was a bunch of they call it smash and grabs, but they took baseball bats and rocks to people's heads to try to get their money. And you see all these pictures of people with blood, and they had to go to the hospital with bone chips and air pockets in their brain, and it's dangerous, and they don't know what's going to happen now. And it's like, oh my God. So I like the fact that you've got something on you that's not lethal. Somebody gets near you, you spray them, spray a warning shot, then you can really spray them and get out of there. And so that's why I like having this. It's worth it. I buy a new bottle every year because I guess every year they go, I guess you have to refresh it or something like that. That's what I was told, is that you have to get a new bottle every year. This is what I get. It's Fox. I like it. Put it in my pocket. Love having it on me. People can say you're too worried, but when it's 11 at night and you're walking home and it's dark and you're by yourself, they're not going to be there with you. You know what I mean? You're by yourself. So instead of being by yourself, having nothing, you're by yourself with something that makes you feel so good that you have this on you. So I love this. And there you go. So if you like to check it out, there's a link in the description to where you can get it. And I hope this is helpful. And check out YouTube videos. Look up YouTube pepper spray, or just go and look up pepper spray, whatever, on YouTube. And you'll see a bunch of, cops and military people, and they are down. They get sprayed in the face, and like I said, they got like water hose right up to their eye, and drinking and nose and everything to try to clear it out. And it works on dogs and everything. So I recommend this. I love having this. So thanks, and I hope this was helpful.